a podcast where we discuss all things music, where we sit down with your favorite musician and we have a coffee. And yes, Happy New Year, Happy 2020, welcome to it. Before I introduce my guest for today, for today's episode, I just want to say thank you to everybody that has listened consistently to this podcast, everyone that has supported it. A few highlights of 2019, we got recognized as one of the noisemakers of 2019 in the True Love Music issue, the December issue. And we also partnered up with Starbucks. We're coming to you live from Starbucks, South Africa today. And yes, please don't forget to subscribe, to follow, to share. And we are now also live on YouTube, Coffee Conversations with Vivian. Right, moving right along, I'm going to introduce you guys to my guest for today. I'm so excited. She is literally topping charts on each and every radio station in South Africa right now. Everybody's listening to her, everybody's tweeting her. She is literally one of the most calmest and humblest artists I've ever come across, and she is just beautiful. Ami Faku, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So, this girl is one of the biggest music sensations to come out of South Africa. I think there are big things coming. So I want to sit down and, just talk to you about your journey in music. So in 2017, you entered The Voice South Africa.
Yes.
How was that experience? Just paint a picture for us of what it was like first entering and then going through to the top 16.
Well, I went there I was really hoping that, I felt like time was flying, and prior to that I auditioned to Idols twice and I got eliminated like pre-auditions. So I felt like, oh my goodness, time is flying, nothing is moving. So I was really hoping for the best results, and I went in there with pre-auditions of The Voice and I messed up. I even said that while I was auditioning, I said, oh my god, I suck. And these guys were like, oh no you don't. And I was like, and I thought they just being kind, you know? And I auditioned and I hoped for the best, and I got the call that I made it to the top 100 pick in South Africa to do the blind auditions. And I made sure that the song that I chose was the one that would compliment me. And I rehearsed most of the time, and I was really hoping for the best results. And when I made it through, for me, the blind auditions, that was it. That's all I wanted. That one show where I'll be on TV. Hopefully someone will invest and hear my voice. Yeah. And from there on, I made it till top 16, which was not something I expected. But I took that opportunity as a learning process. I didn't go there to win. I went there to learn and grow and make a difference out of my life. And I made sure that even when I got eliminated, I made relationships with the sound director of the music director, of the show, and we clicked, and he invited me to studio. And my song, when I recorded that song, it was like December, 3 months after my elimination. I went to studio, I recorded the song there, and it just traveled to the right ears, which is better, because it was part of the circle that I felt I didn't have back home. So I made sure that I kept on now increasing my chances of getting heard by recording to the right people, and James was that person, and the music landed to Benza, and Benza had an interest in me.
And tell me about Ami growing up as a child, and I know that you were singing in church. So how did this music find you, and at what point did you realize that I should actually be doing this?
Only later in life, honestly, because when I was a kid, I had great passion for music. I had so much love for any musical shows, the Disneyland where they used to sing, the Indian movies, anything that was musical or arts, even dance movies. I had so much love for it. But then only later, probably when I was like 22, 21, that I actually wanted to do this as a career, because I've recorded in studio across my PE, which is all my friends' places, and I've heard all great compliments about my voice. Then I was like, okay, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. I need to do more. For me, I always want to grow. So I was like, okay, I've heard it all. I don't want to be the biggest, well-known local PE recording, can't even say artist, but person. I was like, I needed more. I needed to share my idea of what I want to see on screen, because I knew that I was missing, because there was no one like me, and I would definitely be myself and 100% authentic to who I am. And I thought, let me try it, and it worked.
And I must say, the one thing that I really love about you is the fact that you're so relatable. As an artist, your lyrics are relatable. Okay, which we'll get into. But I want us to talk about the writing process, of your music. I mean, let's start with Love Jump and move into Imali, which is your debut album, which is also literally everybody is playing a song out of it. But let's get into your music writing process. I feel that you pour so much of yourself and feeling into it. What goes into that process?
As I've said, when I was part of the audience at some point in my life, I saw that here at home there was a lack of honesty, even in general, like a presenter. Throughout them, I just felt, even in interviews, I felt like, no man, this person, everything they're saying is bland, and it's not, I didn't feel a connection, everything was perfect, and I thought, I don't want to be perfect, I just want to be myself, and that way I would see how the people would react, because there was a few that were themselves, and it takes time to succeed when you are going to be yourself, but I knew that people wanted something real, and I didn't want to paint out the industry where you must change who you are. I didn't want to paint it out that way. I wanted to paint it as something you can, because you could be an artist and be yourself, you could be anything and be yourself. So I wanted to be a musician and be myself. Therefore, in my writing process, I make sure that I'm very honest, 100%, because then when you're alone in your room, you will 100% relate to what I'm saying, because you don't get to pretend. You don't get to pretend that you are strong as you would like to be seen as, or everything would pretend to be on the outside. I wanted my music to be the reality of what we actually feel and what people don't know we feel. So a lot of my writing is my truth, 100%, and because I want you to connect. I wanted to listen to my music while in bed with your blankie and just go through the post. That's what I wanted, because the song that made me feel that way, and I imagined that this is what I want with my music.
And that's it. The connecting to it. The rawness, the authenticity of it is. I think that's exactly what makes people to connect to it. But let's move into your single, Love Jump. Hey, well, go. What was happening?
I remember.
I'm just like, okay, I listened to those lyrics and I said to myself, wow, go
at its peak.
At its peak, babes.
Yeah, definitely. I remember I was in Cape Town. I was there to record 2 songs. That one we had it that day, and I was working with the Noble. Shout out to the Noble, one of the best producers in South Africa. So it's 2 of them, David and Mubele. So we're sitting in studio, and we're discussing where I am relationship-wise. So this is how we do it when we're together. So we talk and we get lines out of what I'm saying. And I was really going through that. I was with someone who I felt like they were not showing love the way I wanted to be shown, and I didn't see anything wrong with me wanting more romance, more action in our love language instead of just being told. I wanted more action, and I wasn't receiving that, and I wasn't comfortable with that, and they felt like I was changing them into being something they're not, and I didn't get it, because if you love someone, you're willing to do something even if you don't believe in it. I mean, it's that simple. If you love someone, if they want flowers and you don't believe in flowers, you just do it. For them.
It's a love language, and for them, the love language.
And I didn't get it when someone just fights that. So for me, it was that song. That person was just not love drunk enough to make me happy.
But you know what? It's one of those songs that anyone else can go through the same thing, and when they listen to that song, they can almost feel like, you know what? I'm not alone. Because someone else
Exactly.
is experiencing this.
You're
You know?
not.
But let's move then to one of the biggest songs right now. I mean, I listen to those lyrics and they're so affirming for me. I don't know how many times I've tweeted those lyrics. I don't know how many times I've just, written them down just to affirm myself. Yeah, when they smile, amaphupha phezulu, kwavela kwaleyo yonke ndancedwa
Inkolo nensebenzo
nokuganya idolo. I mean, every time, it reaches my depths, like the core of my soul. It just sits there, and sometimes you're going through the most, and when you hear those lyrics, you just almost affirm that everything is going to be okay. But tell me about those lyrics specifically. Tell me about that song, and we'll get into everything else. But let's talk about it, because I feel like every time that I've tweeted it, people have always been like, "Oh, God knows words," Whose song is that?
They always get the best retweets when someone says that.
Yeah.
People really relate to it. It's weird, and I didn't know. I remember when I wrote it, in my career there was not much going on. There was still a process of me still hoping that I even get booked. I had nothing. So I was with Sanel, musician, in studio. And for me, just being with him for me was enough. It was worth the value of riches, worth the value of money, worth the value of everything. Just being with him and working with him for me confirmed that actually anything is possible. Because I never thought that I would work with him in such a short space, and for him to recognize me regardless of how a few people were talking about me. And he connected with me, and he also didn't understand. He really just connected with me. And I wrote those lyrics out of really nothing tangible. It was out of like me feeling like, no, this is it, but you don't see that you don't see. But at that moment, I knew that no, this is it. This is my time. That's when I knew that was my time. Hence, I said, "When's this man?" And only now I get to live what I wrote. So I knew while nothing was happening, and for me, that moment was it for me. And I saw that it's possible through hard work. Emphasize on hard work so much. Hard work, dedication, consistency, respect, because I said respect will get you so far. So far, for me, how I am in general has played like 60% of a role of who I am today, regardless of my talent. Just because people like me and how I am. So that's what I wrote. That's why I wrote the song, and that's what it meant to me at the time. And then I get to live it every day. I get to live it. And I'm like small things. I'm like, oh wow, really.
And I think for me, it's not just you living it, but how many people you have touched and almost reminded. Some people just needed that flicker of light to say,
It's insane how a lot of people use that song throughout, and it's insane how they connect, and it's done something for them. It literally has changed how they felt. They were someone stopped using for exams. It came through that because they wanted their own hopes and dreams to come true, which is to pass some exams and finally working. It's insane how that song is always going to be the one. People say I snapped when I wrote it.
That song.
Oh my goodness.
But let's talk about you connecting with Sanel musician, because I think there's something there, There are artists that collaborate, and you can almost see that this was a collaboration that was written from the start. Because once they come together, they make magic. How did this collaboration come about? How did you connect with Sanel?
We met through, he followed me on Insta, and I was like so confused. I was like, what the hell? And I inboxed him, I'm like, oh my God. And he laughed. So that's where it started. And then he says that he saw a video of me. I usually do like selfie videos of myself singing. And he like this one specific one in the dark room, he says. And that's when he decided to contact me, and we could go to get to studio. That's how we met. And first time we met, man, he's such a great guy. You would love him. He's so calm because he has such a bigger vision than what he is now, and he's such a massive artist with so many great achievements, but he wants more. And for me, that inspires me because through talking to him, I knew that no, there's no limit to what you could want. There's never a limit because I've seen him. Because he's very, very kind-hearted, hard-working, inspiring. Everything great. Such an inspiration. Yeah.
And I think the most important thing when I'm listening to you now talking about Stardom, most people use that hunger, but it sounds like it's got that hunger, and I think that is what keeps most artists going. Once you have that hunger, you just don't stop because there's something bigger, than just wow, I'm loving this. But let's talk about the album, the making of the album.
Yeah.
I listened to Ina yesterday and I don't know. I mean, like, sometimes you're just so sad.
What song is sad there? Probably
Ina is a sad song.
It is. It's a very sad song, and I wrote it because I hated how life is portrayed as though everyone gets to have a break. Everyone gets to have a break. And Imani is part of what we always strive to get, and it's like it gets tricky to the route of trying to find money. Everyone's journey to get money is different. Some people don't get to have that, and I wanted them to find something besides money that will substitute that, and they'll be happy with what they have, because money is really a problem. And I don't want people to relate to that song forever, because I was in that situation where literally you don't see where if there'll be light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm lucky, one of the few that's lucky to get out of that, and I plan to be out of that forever. And some people won't get to experience that, so I want them to find some sort of happiness in another form where they don't be so depressed. Because it's such a sad song. I don't want people to relate to it forever. I don't want them to relate forever to that song. It's such a sad, dark song. And sometimes it's not even Imali, because Joe Brown explains how that's how people live as well. They spend the rest of their life making their parents happy, making someone else happy. You should be your own priority. You should come first. So find your own happiness, put yourself first, and then you will be able to care for others. Because if you don't love yourself, how are you going to love anyone else? So it's a song, it varies. Everyone's how they portray it or how they analyze it is different for each person. But for me, I knew that I wanted people to find some happiness outside of money and be content with where they are, and try to build happiness with where they are, so that they don't get to be sad forever, because it doesn't help.
So let's talk about the title and the song, the making.
The title was supposed to be, they're just gonna kill me for this. It was supposed to be Effect.
Okay.
Right? And I was against it. I understand why they said Effect. They said it should be Effect because when people listen to my voice and my music, there's an effect they have, right? Which is true. I didn't want to force it to people's throats. I want it to be like a thing that they discover themselves. I don't want to tell them that, okay, you're going to have an effect when you listen to these songs. So in any case, that was the name. It was final. And then we went to our Eastern Cape tour, which was still, we were still trying to finalize everything about the album. So we went to our Eastern Cape tour, we performed, and we saw the reaction of the young kids who are coming from townships like mine, like Ezinyoka, how they were inspired by the music, how they felt. because some were crying, and so for him, he got to understand. Because for me, I already knew who I wanted to be and what I wanted my music to stand for. And it was like, so it was such an emotional moment because we got to understand what our music does to a child that has no hope, right? So then Imani came about the song, because the song explains everything that I've gone through, everything that our brothers and sisters go through, and so that's what my album says. And hence even the back shot. It's a place where I've grown up into as a young child. And it's just to say that you can come out of that. It's not hard at all.
Yeah.
It's simple. You work hard, you dedicate yourself, and everything will be fine. So that's how the album name came about. It's always interesting to think about how it came about, and I'm so thankful that because they were not used to, they don't know a girl that comes from where I come from. They were used to the North life, sing this. That's not the reality for everyone, and that's for me. That's where I came from. So for me, I knew what I wanted to be. So they got to see that, and they got to embrace it. And I'm so thankful that they got to embrace it. Fifth Season has done such a great job in embracing who I am and adding so much fuel to who I am, so I can be more than what I was or what I imagined myself to be. Yeah,
it's amazing. So there's a song that I really love. When it plays, I'm like, ooh, I don't know if you've seen me tweet about the guitar riff in Shevako. Who is playing that guitar? There's a guitar riff on there, and I'm just like, I can't get over it. Every time it takes me. Okay?
So many people play guitar in my songs. It's always confusing. And I don't even know. So many people have played a part in that, but they got what their rights, their publishing rights. They got what they deserve. But I don't know who plays it, because there's a lot of people that play, like 6 producers, right? And remember, producers don't necessarily play guitars or a lot of instruments. A lot of people came into my, a lot. Probably more than 10 people had an input in my album. A lot. So sometimes I don't remember who played what. I don't want to give the wrong credit to someone.
Okay, that's fine, but let's talk about the song itself. What a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Who are you writing this song for?
Funny enough, I was just at home thinking of how there's not much songs that embrace the men we find as blessings in our lives. So for me, I felt like I'm going to write a song for these men because they want to feel special. I am searching about that.
Oh, you wrote it for me?
But as time grew, it created its own meaning because people dedicated it to their best friends, to their children, to their lovers. It's
a wedding song, right?
I'm telling you.
It's
insane. And now the meaning is even more beautiful because it doesn't necessarily have to be what I initially equated it for. It also now involves what people see it as. People dedicated to their kids. It's insane. Because they feel that the kids are a blessing. What it says is, your beauty is like gold when you are in this room. But it boosts. This room lights up. So that's what I meant. And I'm sure it's more than men that would have that meaning in our life. Hence everyone dedicates it to those that they find as blessings.
Sure, and like I said earlier, I love how you fuse the Africanism, and the modern sound into your music. What inspired that? What has been your biggest music inspiration? What got you to the point of saying, okay, all right, I'm going to write in Xhosa, but I'm also going to keep it very modern, and I'm going to keep it, very fun at the same time.
Well, for one, I felt like a lot of Afro soul. Now we Afro soul singers wanna go through this one route that they told is the one, and I was like, I can't go through that because I'm a lot of things. I like to have fun. I'm very ghetto. I'm in tune with my emotions. I'm emotional. Therefore, my songs need to have all of that.
Capture all of that.
All of that. I would be bored if I would have to perform music that's supposed to sound this way. So I don't wanna. I've always seen something lacking in the industry. Therefore, I cannot be what I always shout. I want to be myself, and I wanna be when I put my set list and I perform. I wanna enjoy the music, and it's insane how the crowd respects that. The audience, people think they know what the audience wants. You really never know. The audience doesn't want what you have to offer them as long as it's authentic and it's beautiful, and they will accept it. You don't have to do things by the books. You don't have to do what you want. Because so I get inspired by Chronics, Kato Semenya, Rihanna. She's done a great job in being whatever she wants to be. If you look at her album,
You can't box her.
you can't. So it's beautiful. So for me, I got inspired a lot by that. Even Beyonce. So even Drake, the way Drake writes music is in tune with his emotion and doesn't shy away from saying that he was cheated on 60 times. So I'm not gonna. So for me, I was like, okay, I love these people. And Chronics, I love because he's all about music that tell you never give up. Like, you know, take hours, things like that. So yeah, I get inspired by a lot of artists, different genres, different reasons why I get inspired.
And what would you say are some of the challenges you've had to go through trying to get into the music industry and break cement yourself? I think you're at a place where you are now cementing yourself really in the industry, you know. And some people don't get that where, you know, we learn about you and 2 years later here you are, you know. I think everything sort of happened very quickly for you. But what are some of the challenges that you've had to face and overcome to get to this point?
It's saying no to a lot of things that you would find as an opportunity, but saying no to them and just knowing what you want. Because then if you say yes to everything, then your journey becomes what you won't enjoy. You scam your whole career. You become what it's like. Let's say you wanted to be a jazz artist and now you have to do hip hop because it's hip hop people approach you. So for me, I had to say no to a lot of things to fight where I want to be and how I want people to receive my music. What else? Really, not much, because for me, I don't let things affect me. I don't care much. I don't care much. I know what I want, therefore I try to get what I want as much as I can, and anything that happens for me doesn't really affect me because I limit my access. I'm really not really accessible to a lot of people because I don't want to confuse my brain a lot, because it's easy we are very
To get strayed,
we can be easily influenced. So I try to be in my own space a lot and try to remember why I did it and what I wanted back then when all of this was not here. So you just have to measure where you are, what you chill with, what you do, because you are not special. If someone could be swayed into things that they didn't think that they would get swayed in, so can you. All of us can get. So in order to avoid all of that, you have to be careful a lot about a lot of things. So I'm always careful, 24/7. I plan what I don't chill with everyone. I choose who I sit with. If I do get hurt, I try to deal with that and then move on. I try to have a simple life so that I don't mess around with who I am, because it doesn't mess around with who I am.
And so, I mean, we know that you've done so well working with the likes of Stardom, who are some of the musicians that you would still like to collaborate with?
Black Coffee, I'd really love to work with him. And hopefully when the time is right. I don't want it to happen like sooner or later. I just want it to happen when the time is right, so that whatever we create is great. Internationally, I would say Drake. I'd like to do a chorus for him one
Yes,
day.
girl. Get on that Drake.
You know, a chorus for him would be great. I don't know. I just want, yeah. Those are the only two I can think of now. Yeah.
And who have been the biggest influences in terms of music that you listen to, past or currently, that you have almost infused a little bit into your music?
Well, I would say firstly my journey into adulthood, what I did as a kid, has deeply influenced how I write my songs, which is the books that I've read as a child. I used to read a lot, so that influenced me. The movies, the Indian movies, I was obsessed with. Yeah, so a lot of my harmonies I get from that. If you listen to Musha Bakon, you should listen again, like the hummings there, while of course, you probably...
I mean, now that you've said it, of course, I'll pick it apart.
Yeah, and also church, because I was in Zion, so church has influenced my melody as well. And then Chronics, I would say Rihanna, I would say Drake, the artists that I mentioned, a lot of different parts of have influenced how I approach my music. Daniel Caesar as well. He's a mature approach to melody, something I really love, and how he says I love you, but in a different way. So for me, I try to say what everyone says, but in a very different way, so it has a different impact. Because really, we all have to say I love you, but it depends how you say it. So I try to find ways to express my thankfulness to have this person, how I love him or why I love him or her. So it's a lot of things. Yeah.
I was actually thinking about the melody yesterday when I was listening to some of your songs. You know, your melodies are amazing. How do you just like wake up one day and you've got a melody?
I had a melody
I'm
last
gonna
night.
write. Do they just come to you?
Sometimes, because I had Umutlebakun was the melody that came out of nowhere. I wrote that song alone, went to studio, recorded it, and the production was done right after. And normally I go to studio and I do things there, but Umutlebakun was different. So for me, melody comes. Sometimes it comes while I'm alone and I record. Sometimes I hear it from a beat that inspires me to create a melody. But melody is so important before writing for me.
Melody is so important.
Because sometimes you could have the best lyrics. I've heard great lyrics, but the melody was just cutting through. And so for me, get the right melody. Try to have a writing that's gonna complement the melody or even be better than the melody. Then you have a great song. So that's how I do it.
Wow. And what are you looking forward to always, generally?
I'm looking forward to more people hearing and understanding why I do, and my lyrics, more connection in the words. I just hopefully inspire kids where I'm from to push what they love. All I want is just for the message behind it to be heard. Just for the audience to really understand the lyrics and connect. For a very long time I wanted to connect with what I write and my melody in all my music. Yeah. That's all I want. Yeah.
While we're here, when we talk about that audience, what sets up the song?
The truth, because there's a few people that are truthful. What sits there, it's at the core of my soul is to meaning as well, because a lot of people say things that they don't mean. So for me, I want to at least provide my listeners with, to know that at least they have one truthful person, which is my music. It's very truthful, it's very honest. I just want to provide them with that, because a lot of people don't give you that. A lot of people don't have that. So I want to provide them with the truth, meaning, and honesty. Yeah.
What are you currently listening to?
Cool. I'm listening to Blue Wednesday. That's what I'm listening to. It was recommended by a friend. I didn't even know about him. Really? I didn't know. I love him. It's really great music. I'm listening to that a lot. Oh, Roddy Ricch, this new guy, hip hop guy that just released a great album. I've been listening to him a lot. Elaine is a local new artist. She's been doing great. It's just new music music because you have to be updated and see Uguchi, what made catch on with this person.
What's new, what's current.
What's new, what you can take from them. Because you have to always take something from all these great musicians that are coming up. Yeah, so that's what's inspiring me. New music mostly, and a bit of old music just to remind myself what inspired me.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed sitting down. Did you enjoy your maca? She was trying to be fancy and she ordered a very healthy.
Very healthy. I really did, but I wouldn't have it more than once a month. I probably have it once a month.
Okay. You know what? I wish you nothing but the best on your journey. I have no doubt that you are going to sweep our walls.
I really pray.
No pressure. No pressure
at all.
But I know for a fact, I've seen how hardworking you've been, I've seen how people have received your music, I've seen it all, and I think you're in a very good place as an artist. You've cemented yourself very well in the music industry, and I wish you nothing but the best, and thank you so much for making time to sit with me on Coffee Conversations and have coffee with me. I hope people will enjoy this conversation. I know they will. Please keep writing as beautifully as you have been. Keep sending those affirming words to people that keep sending us love. I wish you nothing but the best. And that's it from myself and the very, very talented Ami Faku. Please do continue to listen. Share with your friends. Share this link. Subscribe. We are on YouTube. I repeat again, we are on YouTube. Yay! By the way, you are the first artist to be featured on the YouTube platform, so I'm really excited about that. And yeah, hopefully we can have you again on Coffee Conversations.
Yes, man. This has
the last of it.
Definitely.
The next time we're gonna have you on the mic performing to an audience.
I miss performing.
I know you are very busy, but
I miss performing. It's only been like a week of me not performing. But
listen
I'm
to
addicted.
that when you're booked and busy, guys.
It's only been a week. I don't know. I'm so addicted. But anyways, thank you for having me.
Only a pleasure.
This has been such a great conversation we had.
I enjoyed it so much.
And I appreciate this platform for allowing me to be here and for listening to my music. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And that's it from myself and Ami. Coffee Conversations with Vivian, who will bring you the very best musicians, award-winning musicians. We are bringing you more of this in 2020. Do continue to listen. Thank you. Yay! Thank you so much. This was lovely. I enjoyed it so much. And almost like we could go on and on, like just
on and on and on.